Ed from the DIYmommy.com, and today I want to share with you 3 simple but delicious family-friendly dinner ideas. So if you're following me on Instagram or social media, you'll know that lately I've been really trying to cook with more fresh ingredients, eat more vegetables, all together as a family. I think if you can come up with a few recipes that you and your family love, you can just recreate them over and over again. I want to thank Renee's Gourmet Salad Dressing for sponsoring this video today. I am looking for fresh ideas with tons of vegetables, but I want flavor. I don't want just bland vegetables. And that's where Renee's Gourmet Salad Dressing comes in. It just adds that extra punch to our dishes. You can find Renee's Gourmet Salad Dressing in the refrigerated section of your grocery store. There's no artificial flavors, there's no artificial colors, and it makes our meals taste even fresher. So now come along with me as I share these 3 recipes. I'm also going to link them in the description box below, along with more recipes you can find from the Food Network Canada, so make sure to check that out. Let's get started. The first recipe I want to share with you is a delicious sweet and spicy shrimp taco. We love tacos of any form, beef or chicken or shrimp, and this one is just extra special. So first what you have to do is chop up some garlic. I'm just chopping up about 3 cloves of garlic, and then chop up half an onion. So what I'm making first is the pico de gallo, or the really rustic salsa that we're going to put inside the tacos. Next, I'm cutting up some tomatoes. So I cut up about 1 cup of chopped tomato. And this is really good as a leftover too, so make extra if you think you want some for chips later. And then I'm cutting up 1 jalapeno pepper, and just make sure to remove the seeds and chop it up nice and finely. So put all of those vegetables in a bowl, and then just juice 1 lime inside the bowl as well. And then add some salt and pepper to taste. And then you just mix this up and pop it in the refrigerator, and it will sit and get really delicious and flavorful as you're making the rest of the meal. Next, I'm just chopping up some lettuce, so you can just chop up whatever sort of lettuce you have. I just have these spring greens, set that aside. And then I'm using about 400 grams of raw shrimp, putting that in a bowl. And then I'm adding 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, and 1 teaspoon chili powder. And then you can add some salt and pepper to taste for this one as well, and mix that all together. Then heat up a pan on the stove on about a medium setting, and then you're just going to cook those shrimp until they're cooked through. So they'll get nice and pink when they're cooked through. So usually this takes about 10 minutes. And you can cook them a little bit extra if you want kind of that blackened shrimp look and taste. And then once that's done, you're ready to go. So I'm just using some corn tortillas here, adding in some of that chopped up spring mix, and then adding some of that pico de gallo that I made from the fridge inside. Some of my kids like this, some don't, so just get your kids to add whatever they want to their own taco. I'm also adding some shredded cheddar cheese. And then I'm adding a few of those delicious shrimp, those nice spicy shrimp that took only a few minutes on the stove to cook. And then what makes this one extra special, gives it that sweet flavor, is Renee's Gourmet Sweet Onion Vinaigrette. So I just drizzle this over top of the tacos. So I love the spice of the shrimp mixed with this sweet onion vinaigrette. The flavor combo is so good, and that's all you do to make these really delicious sweet and spicy shrimp tacos. And again, every member of your family can pick what they want on their taco, what they don't want. This is a really quick and easy supper idea, and we probably make tacos at least once a week in our house. The next recipe I want to show you guys is my shepherd's pie recipe. So you just cut up 4 potatoes. I'm using yellow potatoes, and put them in a pot of boiling water to soften. Next, cut up some carrots. So I'm cutting up 2 large carrots and just dice them nice and finely. You could also use frozen carrots as well. And then put about a tablespoon of olive oil in a pan, and about a 1/4 cup to a 1/2 cup of diced onion. Next, add about 1 pound of lean ground beef, and then just mix that all up. Make sure it's nice and brown. And then you can add about a cup of frozen peas along with your carrots. Mix that all up and add some salt and pepper to taste. Then you can add about a 1/4 cup of flour. This is going to thicken your shepherd's pie. And then after that, you can add about a cup of beef broth. And this is what's going to make that nice thick gravy in your shepherd's pie. After your potatoes have cooked, just add about a 1/4 cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of butter, and some salt to taste. Then mash those potatoes up and they'll be ready to go. I often just use leftover potatoes from a previous meal for my shepherd's pie too, to save some time. Then layer your beef mixture in the bottom of a 9x13 pan, and then over top just spread your mashed potatoes. So this is totally personal preference, but I do like to add a layer of shredded cheddar cheese on top of my potatoes as well. And then you can bake this in the oven at about 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes. And that's it. That is my shepherd's pie. It's very simple. You can add whatever sorts of veggies you like to the pie. I just usually go for the onions and the peas and carrots to keep it nice and simple, but just add whatever vegetables that you have on hand. And you can serve this with a salad or with some other vegetables, and it's a really delicious meal and makes for great leftovers too. The final recipe I want to share with you is Parmesan and Panko crusted chicken with my favorite roasted vegetables. So roasted veggies are one of my favorite ways to serve vegetables. So I just cut up whatever veggies I have on hand. So for this dinner, I'm cutting up some red pepper, I'm trimming some asparagus, and then I'm also cutting some sweet potato into approximately 1-inch cubes. So really use whatever vegetables you have on hand and what your family likes. I'm also adding some chopped sweet onion to this mix as well. I just like adding vegetables in a variety of colors and flavors to my pan. Then just top it with about a tablespoon of olive oil and some sea salt, mix it all together. And then you're gonna pop this in the oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 to 40 minutes. Meanwhile, you can get your Panko crusted chicken ready. So I'm mixing 1 cup of Panko crumbs, 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, 2 tablespoons of chopped parsley. And then I'm in a separate bowl, I'm putting 1/3 cup of Renee's Gourmet Classic Ranch dressing and a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. And then you're going to take 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts and you're going to dip them in the Renee's Gourmet Classic Ranch dressing and then into the Panko crumb mixture. Next, you're going to put a couple tablespoons of olive oil on a hot pan on the stove, and then put your chicken pieces into that pan and brown them on each side, so about 2 minutes per side. This makes them nice and crispy and gives them a really beautiful color. And then finally after that, you're going to pop your pan into the oven, make sure it's an oven-safe pan, and you're going to bake your chicken for another 20 minutes or until it's done at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. So here are the finished roasted vegetables. And the chicken goes along so nicely with this. It's such an easy meal. You can put them in the oven together. Just put the vegetables in first. You can drizzle some leftover Renee's Gourmet Classic Ranch dressing over top the chicken if you like. I love how tender and juicy this chicken is on the inside and then how crispy it is on the outside. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope you enjoyed these recipe ideas. Let me know in the comments below which of these dinners was your favorite. Which one do you think you and your family would eat? Thanks again to Renee's Gourmet Salad Dressing for sponsoring this video. Again, make sure to check out the link in the description box below for more recipe ideas from the Food Network Canada. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more DIY, decor, and lifestyle ideas. And I'll see you guys all again in the next video. Bye!